very much a tale of two rides this week. Yesterday I did my proper ride, and I'll explain a bit more in that one, which is going to come after this one. But essentially I was gifted a new action cam, and so without actually testing anything, first, I just got on my bike and went off for my weekly vlog ride, and it was quite good. It was quite exciting. But I had a new chest harness to go with this new camera. I'm going to pull over actually because it's got windy, and that's one of the reasons why I needed to have gone on a trial ride first, which is what this ride is. So I went on this lovely ride. It was a gravel adventure. Like I say, you'll be seeing it later, but I didn't actually test the camera first. So with my new chest harness, there it is, I took lots of chest harness video, and it was quite good. Unfortunately the angle was wrong, so it pointed down at my arms, so you couldn't see the view, so that wasn't very good, but that was my fault. And the other problem was that the sound was terrible when the camera was facing forwards. So I spent the whole video, 39 minutes of footage, chatting away with no sound being recorded, just a from the wind. So what today's ride is me just checking how to do those things properly. So it came with a separate microphone, external microphone. So I've whacked that on the chest. I've whacked that on the chest harness. I've also spent 11 almost entirely wasted minutes looking on how to fit an action cam to a chest harness. The answer is upside down, but 11 minutes of this idiot telling me exactly how it needs to be upside down and bragging about how popular his video is, and 32,000 views. 11-minute video to say when you use a chest harness, fit the camera from underneath. Fit it from underneath, then you can angle it much better. That's all it took. We're just about to cross into Morra Debra, across the new bridge. The old one was destroyed during the Spanish Civil War. It's still in the water, you can see it when the river's really low. All the mangled ironworks. Work on the castle by the looks of things. The crane up there, you can see it's a bit blowy, a bit grey, the water today as well. In fact, it's a bit of a grey day. We were promised rain the last 2 days, and instead yesterday was a glorious day, which you'll see in a moment, and today it's a little bit colder, a little bit more grey. Still, it's probably, I think, 14-15 degrees. I'm in shorts. You can't really complain about that, can you? Bit noisy. So this is the Camí de les Sénies, and that just means the road of the Sénies. The Sénia is like a masía, like a casa. It's just the name of a house. But a Sénia is a house which is alongside a river. Might only be a trial ride, but I've still got my gravel tyres on, and well, gravel tyres kind of has to mean adventure, so I think we've had enough of the asphalt. Very windy. much more investment in their infrastructure. I was mentioning it before, but all these posts, shade netting, insect netting. They're going to be planting probably cherry trees under here, maybe pears. A very, very nice house here that I've watched being restored over the last years. There is actually a way over that way and then down the riverfront, but they've blocked it off a bit now. Fair enough, it is theirs. Does anyone else grimace when you're riding gravel and a stone pings off the front wheel and just slams into your down tube? I do. And they get all burnt. And once they're nicely burnt, you take them off. I've gone wrong here. You take them off and you wrap them in newspaper and by the leafy green end, and then you grab it and just pull down, and you're left with the greenery bit here, completely cooked, bold, meat-looking thing. Oh, you dunk it in special sauce first, and you do that as many times until you're feeling absolutely sick. Hope you'll get to see the river in a second. It's right here, but you're facing forwards, and I very rarely do that. There it is, mighty River Ebro. Very, very fast here. I was only popping out for a few minutes just to test the camera. It's a bloody lovely ride. Yeah, it's the river again. I mean, I live here. I'm gonna pinch myself. Yeah, we're on again. Look, mud. Yes. Anyway, we're coming into Benissanet here. This is our next door village, or next door but one. So all along the Ebro, lots of the villages invested in this scheme where there was going to be a water ferry going up and down the Ebro, and the ferries were made, there's two of them, and all these embarcadors, these sort of staging points that go up and down with the level of the river, they were all made, but the actual service never used. I think it's such a pity. So this was just a test, just to see if the microphone worked and the chest harness works at different angles. So now it's over to me and yesterday's ride, a big gravel adventure. Thanks for watching that. Hopefully this is recording, because this is a new camera, new to me, and it's a gift from fellow vlogger, although his are rather better, Leonard Lee. Leonard Lee got in touch and said, I've got some old cameras that you might want to have a go with. And I said, oh yes please. This was last November. He posted it on the 25th of November. It arrived this morning. So I don't know if this is working. I know nothing about the camera. I don't actually know how to download the clips yet. But in case it is working, I thought I'd better get out on the gravel. So we're doing gravel today. In fact, we're doing mud today. We're in search of mud. So more fancy things that I've got to play with this week. I have a chest mount, which should mean I can do some nice descents without all the wobbling and without the daft sort of radar that I normally have to put on my head. It's going to look a bit of a twat, so hopefully less of a twat this week. Never not a twat, just less of a twat. That's very pretty. Another nice thing about today's ride, it marks a year that I've been making these videos. I think this is number 58, so it's been slightly more than the once a week that I've got into for the last few months. But I'm hoping that with this camera and with the chest mount and better image stabilisation, I'm hoping the quality might get tweaked up a little bit. Content, no, it's still me. I've got another confession to make. Have I confessed or anything yet? Well, if I haven't, I should have done. I'm so sorry. Another confession. I haven't actually been on my bike since the last ride video. It was a combination of lethargy followed by a solid wall of rain that we've had and we should still be having. Forecasters here really are terrible, because I had my film for this week completely sorted out. It was going to be a tribute to rain, so I very hurriedly had to come up with a different plan for today, and this is it. So I'm hoping that all that rain at least left some mud behind, so I can go and play in some mud, which we also don't normally get a lot of in Spain. I'm in the wrong gear here, excuse me. You know it's going to be steep when it turns to concrete. I guess they have trouble laying tarmac if it's too steep. I don't know what this is. Monstrous. Luckily we're not going up there, we're going along there. Oh, and there's some teeny bit of mud straight away. So this is a bridleway that is normally the domain for my mountain bike, but now I've got a gravel bike. I thought I'd give it a try and see how we get on. Maybe the cleats weren't a good idea again. Perhaps flats would have been better. Time will tell. We haven't really got very muddy yet. All this red stuff is terracotta clay, which they actually dig out from a huge quarry just behind me. Very steep. Don't like the big boulders. There we go. That field, which usually gets really overgrown. It's getting quite steep here. Someone's cut this. That's lovely. What is it? Excellent. Oh, that was fantastic. Buy again, everyone. Just buy again. That was so good. I usually struggle up that last bit, but that was fantastic. Oh, this is perfect, isn't it? Oh, what an adventure. I was actually going to talk about Mr. Leonard Lee. I've talked to you about him before, but generous contributor to the channel. He gave me a camera. So that's fabulous. And if you haven't checked out his channel, you really should. He makes the most inspirational cycling videos I've ever seen, and he's certainly got me back on my bike, and well, I haven't stopped since. That's all down to him. So if you've got a few minutes, turn into a few hours, believe me, check out his channel, which is Leonard Lee. that was my guaranteed muddy bit. So this is beginning to be a theme for these videos. My almond blossom didn't really have any almond blossom in it. My peach blossom didn't really have any peach blossom. And my mud, well, I haven't even got any mud on the tyres. Today's highest point, so I'm making the most of it. There's a lot more climbing after this. Can't really see the view, it's through the trees. There we are. Going underneath that viaduct in a little bit. It's spectacular. Look at this. Sign says the the reservoir is down that way. I think it's up there. So we'll see who's right. Oh, beginning to feel like I've lost the reservoir too. It's a prohibited dam. The town of Hell's Gimmets in the background. Unfortunately, there's a guy at the other end of the dam who's telling me to get off the dam. Miserable swine. When he just made it here. I seem to have seriously miscalculated on this one. Not only is the battery nearly dead, but I'm running out of light. This was supposed to be, I think, 62 kilometres. I've done 32. It's taking me hours. But we're not done yet. More gravel. Been down there on a bike before. This is the Oid Asma. It's just the bottom of a riverbed. We used to do we walk the dogs this way. There's lots of wild asparagus. That should be the road down that way. I just sank. To walk out of this one. I'm on my phone, by the way. You can't really tell, but that's about 3-4 inches deep of soft gravel, so it just grabs hold of your tyre and you end up, well, falling off. I didn't, but I nearly did. So I'm going to have to try and put you away for a little while and but get home. Just trying to get home through this quagmire of gravel. I'm struggling. Yep, my route's that bendy one. This is so hard. But it's certainly turning into an adventure. I'm having to push. This stuff is so soft. I mean, oh, it's impossible. Lights disappearing. I'm a little way from home. Not too many. I thought this would be rideable. It's just not. It's awful. But it's all part of the adventure. I just want it to end now. Thank you. Well, weirdly, it's probably what the video needed. Trial, adversity. Oh, that was hard. That was really, really hard. Anyway, I'm too exhausted. Let's say goodbye. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, give it a go. Why not? I'm making these every week. Sometimes they're a bit more professional. But I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next one, thanks for watching. Sorry, I'm in shot. Whoa! I went over. Normally I don't have the camera running when I do all this nonsense. Recording. Bear with, be back in a minute.